How's it going, everyone? This is James and we're back for another spin and go video. This time it's a session review from one of our players over on Discord playing a $1 spin, and we're going to see how they play. They did send us audio along with it. I ended up blurring it out just so I can talk. Maybe I'll turn it on and see their thought process if it's a really interesting spot. Otherwise, we're just going to pretend like there was no audio. If you don't mind that. If you want to hear the audio next time, let me know in the comments. Anyway, let's jump straight in. So I'm just going to start the video here. They sent us a few games. I'm going to try and use the first one. If it's very short or anything like that, then I guess we won't use it. I haven't watched any of it yet, so we're going to be going through it live. Looks like they've got Nick's Stars Helper layout. If you want it, check out one of the other videos. I believe a link down in the description below. Very first hand, we got Ace Queen. I like the raise. I like the raise size. I would do something very similar to that. Second hand, we got Ace 2. Make a min raise. Again, I'm liking this. Now, the difference between what we've been playing on stream, which is the $15 limits, and we're just moving up to the 30s now. And the $1 is that you're going to get people doing things like just going directly all in, huge overbets. They're going to be leading into you. They're going to be trying to rep stuff that they can't rep. Okay, so this is the first hand that I might play differently. Ace 3 here, if the opponent limps and you raise, and let's say they go all in, then what do you do? Now, the sizing you've made it there was 60 chips. If they go all in, you're in a really nasty spot. You don't know if they're doing it, how they're doing it. Say they got pocket sixes, let's say they got king, queen, or whatever. Like, you don't know this, you're probably going to have to end up folding. So I personally would check it back. If they're never limp raising you, then it's not the worst thing in the world. But I think I'm going to leave these kind of lower aces, especially while with this stack size alone, just go see a flop, just because I'll be super annoyed if I get limp jammed on. So they've made a min bet. We're obviously going to call that. We still might be good with our ace high. They min bet again. I still don't think we can fold. We've got any 2 will give us a straight. Any 6 will make everyone have a straight. We've got ace high as well. It's very possible he's just got a bare pair. So I think we should just call. Maybe we can even try and bluff the river. But yeah, I think I'll call again. Okay, I don't like the fold, mainly because we only need to call 20 into a pot of 160. If we're just calling for everyone to have a straight, then that's enough for me. Obviously, most of the time we're still going to lose, but if you're only putting in 20 chips to win 200 pot, you really don't need to win that often. Most of the time, I think we will win quite often when we call that bet and then they check and then we bet, or we call that bet, we hit a straight with a 2 and then they bet and we call. Stuff like that. We hit the ace, they bet again, we call. Like, many different ways that we can win this pot. So yeah, I wouldn't be going anywhere to that sizing. If they made it like 45 chips or more, I think that is the point where I would start folding. Maybe even 40 chips. Wouldn't hold it against you. But yeah, I think that's the first hand that I wouldn't have played like that. Queen 4, I don't mind making the min raise. I don't mind limping. I don't mind making it 50 chips. I don't even mind making it 60 chips. It's all about what kind of hands you're doing it. As long as you have strong hands there and some of these hands and maybe even some weaker hands as a min raise, it's fine. You're not gonna hurt you. We see an ace high flop. We're going to obviously want to represent that ace, even though we haven't hit. I'll be betting pretty much every single time here. And if they call, I'm probably going to look at continuing to tell the story that I have an ace. They don't like that play. E4, I like the fold. Maybe we can fast forward. I'm scared to click the fast forward button and then be completely wrong on what I'm doing. Okay, now let's just watch what they're doing. You're making a mark. Okay, you're making a mark saying seems tight for a spin and go. We've only had 3 hands so far, and he's called one of them. I would say that most people are going to have a streak of 3 hands where they don't call. Unless you've seen him before, I think marking on that is probably a mistake. I would prefer, if you're playing $1 spins, I would only mark someone on $1 spins if they just start. If you go all in and they call with absolute trash, or they push absolute trash, that's probably the only things I'd mark them for. It's very unlikely you're going to see them again. The spin and go pool is massive, especially at the $1. So you don't really want to waste time with that. I think I would just make a note, make a label specifically for pushing crap or calling crap, or a fishy player, and just use that. And don't even bother making the notes, because you're quite unlikely to see them again. Just a waste of mental energy, most likely. Pocket freeze, okay. Yeah, I like the min raise. You could go all in, but I think I like the min raise instead. We've been clicked back. I wouldn't be that upset if you went all in there. I really wouldn't. Probably what I would do, just go straight all in. Generally speaking, when I see these kind of click back raises at this kind of limit, I normally see it and I get it's king 10 off or king queen or ace 10, ace 9, things like that, that might fold if you go all in. And if they don't, then you're probably still good. Occasionally, they're going to have 8s and 9s and you're going to be completely wrecked. But you call the flop, you call the turn. Yep, he's just complete min betting all the time. And then bets big and you easy fold. I wouldn't try and bluff. I wouldn't try and call. Easy fold. Yeah, I like the play overall. I don't think there was any mistake there. I just personally would go all in pre-flop. Jack free is a hand that I would think about isolating. Although last time when you had the ace free, he did call and then lead directly out into you. So maybe it's a good idea not to. I like to use those kind of hands to isolate along with the kind of hands that can raise and then call a shove. So it's very what you would call polarized. It's got lots of crap and it's got lots of really strong hands. Okay, king 9, I would be folding. You going for a squeeze? He is pretty loose. I think I'm not doing that. Okay. If they're calling that wide, does it mean it's good? Probably not. I think, yeah, I think if I'm shoving here, I don't mind if you're shoving king 9 suited. I think king 9 off is a bit too much. King 10 off, I wouldn't shove. King Jack, now you're talking about the sort of hands that maybe you can shove. Generally, in the spin and go games that I've been playing, so the $7 and the 15s and the 30s, I haven't been jamming the king jack off because generally I'm getting called by fairly wide range. But if he's raising a lot, which it kind of felt like he might be, probably isn't okay. Is okay. Yeah, king 9 I think is too wide. You get overcalled by king 5 suited, and I would make the note, instead of being seems tight, I would definitely make the note calling too wide versus all ins. Basically, like I said earlier, the label. Just make a label for someone who calls crap and make a label for someone who pushes crap. Both of these guys are calling crap. So nice labels to have on them, and you know what you're getting into when you face them in the next games. If you ever face them again, to be fair. And king 5 wins it. And you are down in chips. Yeah, I'm sure you're raging about their terrible calls. It's got a raise and a free bet. But yeah, like I said, I'll just make the note, like the label. Let's go through the labels you have there. Let's try and see what labels you have. Okay, so you have spin and go skilled reg, you have spin and go skilled, you have spin and go unskilled. Yeah, I would change that to spin and go reg. Recreational, so someone who's doing clearly a bad move, making them a recreational label. I would have another note for recreational that is pushing all in with crap, and I have another note for recreational who is calling with crap. If they're calling with crap and pushing with crap, I would have one of those labels and then in the note section say also pushes with crap. I think those are the most useful things to do, and then it saves you a bunch of time writing the notes down. Yeah, it looks like you are making at least a note label that they are definitely weaker players. I think I would get rid of the note though that you had on seems a bit tight. I think I would do that because that was not a tight play. Keep some min betting. What are they up to? He's trying to figure out a way to bluff him, isn't he? Yeah. Goals. Yep. That was obviously going to be a bluff. That's kind of the power of the min raise. Sorry, the min bets is that you do get people get very upset when they don't hit. When they shouldn't be really, they've just been given really good odds, and if they don't hit, they don't hit. No problem. 10-9 suited, I am not jamming that. Normally, I wouldn't question it. I would say, okay, that's fine. Because of the stuff we've seen these guys call with, for example, Queen 6, I am not pushing that. I'm seeing a flop, hoping to hit, then putting it in. We've got 130 left and a 90 in the pot. If we hit a 10 or a 9, in. But you do get it through. Wow, okay. Well, there you go. Ace 3A would be shoving all in. Looks like he's getting rid of that note. Yeah. Good. Getting some chips back. That's nice. Again, all in with the King 10. At this stack depth, I'm just playing push or fold. We get called by 7-6. Don't you dare get there. Of course it gets there. Get out of here. GG, well played. Thanks much, love. See you again. Yeah, that was a bit of an outrageous game, but you had two very nice players to play against, and I think you're going to do well in a pool like that. You had a few spots that I kind of disagreed with. So we had the ace free hand where you folded against min raise, sorry, that one. And what else was there? The King 9 shove. Probably wouldn't have done that. Definitely wouldn't have done that. But yeah, overall, I think you're going to be doing well. Sure. If you've got players like that calling with this crap, you're going to be winning. So I look forward to hearing how you're doing. I hope this was of use to you. I hope this was used to the audience as well. Let me know in the comments if you do want to hear their thought processes. We do have another game here, so we could try it that way as well. I just find it. I would probably lean towards a bias in certain spots. I would have listened to them if they made a very odd play that might be good. I would have listened to them, but all of the decisions here were kind of clear cut for me. Let's say they donk led out on the river with a weak made hand and turning it into a bluff. I would definitely want to pause the video, listen to what they're saying, and then go through it. Anyway, I think the next video I'm going to do is a $30 playthrough. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see that. That will be coming out in a few days, I guess. Nick is also going to do a few session reviews. So Nick is the other member of op.poker. We have Ava as well, of course. We got a series going on about hyper singos with Ava. So if you want to check any of those out, make sure you hit the subscribe button and look through the channel for what you want. Very soon 6+ MDTs will be coming out, so I'll try and do a video on that as well. I probably will be grinding those on Twitch as well as the spin and goes. We just recently started to move up to the $30 spin and go stakes. If you aren't aware, I'm doing a challenge, a bankroll challenge over on Twitch to turn $30 into $30,000. Definitely come check that out. It's twitch.tv/op_poker. Either myself or Nick are on most days. Nick's generally playing spin and goes, but he also plays a few MTTs. I will be adding in some 6+ MTTs in the near future. I think they're coming out on May the 17th. So 5 days from when I've just recorded this. So I'll be playing those as well as some spin and goes, as well as other stuff. If you want us to talk about other game types, maybe come over to our Discord and plead for it. We're generally quite open to play all sorts, as long as we're doing a training video or a helping video for something that we know we can beat. We're happy to do it. So if you wanted me to play a pot limit, Chevelle 5-card at high stakes and review what I'm doing, I wouldn't be able to. I don't want to do it because I wouldn't be beating it. But the 6+ MTTs, I reckon if we jump straight in, we might be able to beat straight away. So come check it out. We'll see what happens. And probably one of the next videos will be about that. Anyway, I'll let you stop rambling, let you get on with your day. And peace.